Hello everyone, good day. How are we doing? Okay, let me wait for a few minutes so that more people can actually join in. This is Unbox with Okwuonicha, and we are live. Just give a few moments so that more people can join in. Hello Floxy, hi everyone joining in. Sorry, there was a bit delay, so we had to start some few minutes late, but we're going to be starting very soon. Kekunume, how are we doing? Can you guys hear me? How's the sound? Please just kindly give me some feedback. I just want to have some feedback. Keka Intanineme, I hope you are doing great this very hot afternoon. It's quite hot out here. Keka Intame, I'm always Adaldo. Noel, thank you for joining. Christopher, thank you. Olisa, thank you guys for joining in. Hope you're having a great day, and it's so great to see you guys. Okay, the sound is good. Thank you, Doc. Thank you. So we're going to be starting anytime soon. Once we have our guest Gajo 9 very soon. You know, he's already waiting right there. Mr. Great Edochie, who is a renowned filmmaker. So we're going to be having some very explosive conversations about Onitsha and how can we harness, some of the storytelling abilities I'm with, because we have a lot of things to share in Onitsha, like culture, and tradition, and a lot of other things. The story worthy, Onitsha. Up till now, it's so sad that when you go to YouTube, you might find a well-detailed breakdown of something like our Fala, Onitsha, or Ozo, or something like that. And these are some very simple content that we can do in order to, preserve our culture and tradition, and also pass it over to the next generation. So that's some of the things that we'll be talking about. So please, if you are here right now, I really want to appreciate you. But try, and invite someone. Try and get someone that should be here to join us, because we'll be kicking off in a jiffy. I'm so excited to be back here, doing what we know how to do best, which is give you guys the best of the content of anything pertaining to our great town of Onitsha. Thank you so much, Black Tube, for joining in. We have Izuare, thank you. Big boys, thank you. Neze, thank you so much for joining in. We'll be kicking off anytime soon. I hope we're having a great time. So like I said before, this is Unbox with Okwuonicha, and Unbox is coming to you from the stables of Okwuonicha, which is an online TV platform where we share stories about Onitsha, people, the culture, the history, everything pertaining Onitsha. It's just a storytelling platform, and the reason why we set it up is because we want to share our stories, get to meet people, do a lot of other things. Okay, I see a lot of people asking how I thought you ran a Connect page. Would come to that. Thank you so much for everyone joining in. And our guest is already waiting. He'll be joining us pretty soon. This live is going to be short. It's going to be brief, and we're going to be very straight. So like I said before, if you have someone that should be here, please kindly let them join in. Thank you, Eggy, for joining on. And today as well, we'll have 2 other interviews. Please don't miss it. By 6:30 and by 8:30. I hope I got the times right. We'll have another interview with Dr. Achike Amalweza Azwoku. He will be demystifying some very deep things pertaining on Onitsha culture. He'll be delving deep into some of those things. So don't miss it. And we'll also have Bobby Baza that will be coming in, to talk about sports in Onitsha. If you listen to the kind of content we'll be producing at Okwuonicha, it's been content that are tailored into a storytelling approach into everything we do. And it's very important. It's very important, especially with preserving our culture and tradition as Onitsha people. So I'll be okay. He's already here, Mr. Great Edochie. Let me get him on so that we can, get it running. Okay. I think there's a challenge here. Please. Mr. Valentine Edochie, if according to Instagram, you can't join me because they need you to update your current Instagram version. So Bliko, if you can hear me now, just kindly just run to your Play Store or Apple Store and update your Instagram. You can't join me because they said for you to join in, you need to update your current Instagram application. Please, abonne na nife ni biko. Dalu. So as we're waiting for him to do just that, because and where anything, some people were asking me some questions, I'll try and I'll be answering them. And we're going, Joe. I thought you were with Osha Connect page. Yes, but Imago, we always move on. We always move on to some other things. A lot of more information will be coming to you right about now. Okay, thank you, Mr. Edochie. He's going to do that. Yeah, good to hear from you, Mr. Izuare, as well. Thank you for joining in, Bobo Gaga. Thank you so much. So, because don't forget, I talked about the fact that I gave with 2 other interviews today. They are very exclusive and well detailed. We'll be having Bobby Ikbazo, who was one of the finest footballers in Onitsha. He'll be coming to talk about some things about sports development in Onitsha. And also we'll be having Ijele himself, which is Amaluweze, Dr. Chaik. He will be joining us and he'll be delving deep into demystifying, some of the cultural things. Don't miss that session by 8. He'll be, delving deep into bringing some of those things out. So that is going to be very, very pertinent. Don't miss it. If you have to miss it, don't miss those sessions. They are very, very informative. So we are also waiting for Mr. Valentine Edochie that should be joining us. He's a filmmaker. He's made a lot of movies, and also want to see how we can start raising conversations about how can we start documenting some very few things about Onitsha, Imago, Obolo, Otwesi Numaya, a full documentary of something like that, so that Onitsha, you can but you want to know more about Imago, some very few things about Onitsha, you can just go on YouTube and then watch a 30 minutes or 1 hour documentary and explaining everything in detail or to ACMA for Onitsha. If you also and we full blown out documentary about this thing. These are some of the stories we need to start telling about our community Onitsha, because Onitsha is very historical. The history is well grounded. It's explosive and it's very in depth. So I think this is the time we should start asking those kind of questions. So because everyone with questions, just like Amon Wezeku, just jot it down. Just jot it down. You can leave it on the comment section. I will definitely get it back on. Please, everyone that will be joining us. Don't forget I said okay, yeah, he's here. Okay, I need to adjust mine. Hello, Mr. Val. Hello, Mr. Val. Okay, I don't know. Okay, yes, the conversation is already going on. Please let's drop in the conversation on the comment section, so that would take some of the questions immediately. We have our guests. Yes. Amanuel is talking about production and funding. I think Onitsha, with a lot of people not in Nollywood, and I think enough people that can fund this project. So why are we not doing these things? That's the kind of the conversations that we are going to be talking about. Why are we not doing these things? Since these things are very, very important and pertinent to our culture. Why are we yet start doing things like that? So I guess I think is there network issues or something. I know he'll be joining us. He'll be joining us soon. He'll be joining us anytime soon. So Biko, just well on I I'll go one thing with Instagram is that it takes a lot of time for these things to happen. Yes.
The funny thing, yeah.
Hello, Mr. Val. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, bro.
The funny thing, Bonifa, the first time in the live video, live video before. In Menoro, that's why I was asking if you could see me, if you could hear me, because I don't know how it functions. And I'm a live video. This is this is the first time. So what's up? How you doing?
You're
Daloso,
welcome.
Daloso.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Udo didn't
Taking me
know. Udo
one.
didn't know. Nothing much. Nothing much.
Okay. Okay. So guys, I bring to you drum rolls. This is Mr. Valentine, Edochie, a very well-known person. Obviously, the very conversant with Nigerian movies. You must have seen him, or we must have seen his credits in the work because he's also a very good in movie production, not just acting, but also production. And there's a lot I wouldn't like to speak about him. He's already here, so I'll allow him to give us the privilege of introducing himself and also telling us a little bit about his works.
Okay, basically, my name is Great Valentine Edochie, and I'm a filmmaker. Even Jabola filmmaker is because I'm well grounded in basically every field of filmmaking, screenwriting, producing, directing, acting, which I used to start. But majorly, I'm a director now. I've been directing for
Yeah,
a couple of years. So acting, but once in a while, Maka. I'll be not
beautiful.
even when I dizzy, I want to be a dizzy too much. Do you understand? And then I'm stereotyping. But that's the gospel. That's why I stopped acting. They were
Wow.
basically stereotyping me as a filmmaker, giving me the same roles over and again. Playboy C, Playboy S, and I kill it all. On one you can be me channel on Hollywood. You understand? So yeah, I had to.
One day, never about
I know,
their
man. I
life
know, man.
goal.
Before I'm Milena,
Don't
but
worry, continue.
I thought about it and being someone that studied theater, because I studied theater in school, you understand? And I majored in performance, acting, dancing. So being someone that studied theater,
Okay.
it wasn't challenging enough. So I just woke up one day and had to switch. And we're all, there was no big deal about it. I just woke up one day and I was like, I'm done with acting. So basically, if anything now is at directing, if I come across a role that could challenge me somewhat, mechalia, but majorly what I do is directing now because
Mm-hmm.
there's that task. Yeah, I always want to task my brain. You understand? And directing helps me task my brain. So basically, that's it. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. It's been super amazing for a couple of years. I mean, I've had some really amazing jobs, and every day I'm growing and I'm learning more. I'm expanding, trying different genres, both as a screenwriter and a director. So it's been
Mm-hmm.
amazing. It's been really amazing.
Mm. You really love your job. It's evident.
Jesus
Anybody
Christ,
that
I
go through
love
your Instagram page,
I
they'll
don't
put that
I don't joke with
you.
filmmaking. Like I've been opportune to delve into other walks of life, but it's filmmaking first. Ngwa gana rap and one opportunity lolo keriva na gba oil industry ke NNPC. And seven banner film
Mm.
come there. I'm telling you, the MD then was Alachi the
Wow.
man. I said, I don't know film come there, NNPC, getting me another mother, but I like him. Although being in the field, you understand, as a filmmaker, it's basically my dream. So I'm very revenge if
Yeah.
9 to 5 and
So, Biko, please, guys, opening with questions for Mr. Great Valentine Edochie. Biko, drop it in the comment section. We'll definitely attend to it. I don't want to take you too backward, but let's step a little bit back. Were you growing up? Were you ever thinking about being a filmmaker? Did you ever think about that? Was it like a
fam,
dream?
growing up, yeah, I detested, emphasis on the word detested. I detested Hollywood films. I detested.
Like the rest?
For me, it was just too much
I know a lot of
drama.
people would agree to that at the
Like
comment section.
it was just too much drama. So when I put then, but I'm not seeing my mom. Also, say fuck on act. Me ogwe, me pion pion, me the so me
Yeah, it's worthy of mention that you are the daughter of the Dollywood veteran.
son of the
Um,
Rita Doce.
to
Yeah,
son, I mean, of Richard Edochie.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
So okay, like growing up here, because I felt I'm an avid reader. I started from a very tender age to read,
Mm-hmm,
so I have a very overactive imagination and things that piqued my curiosity. I brave and Hollywood no name growing up. You get the point. So Ogobana Nekili Soba name so special effects. Now they had very good stories, but I felt like
mm-hmm,
we could do more than just the narrative we were painting of Genonya Silk, Medicine, all those ones, Atrium Action, or Blink Tekoneme, and all those things. I just wanted more. You get the point. So because of that, I detested Nollywood. But then, as God would have it, again, chose by university, law can't go. Law. I was supposed to study law.
mm,
Okay, first of all, I wanted to study criminal law, criminology, whichever one that came outside the country. But something happened. So the family that's okay can Ghana go the law. Seven Ghana as a then not the car and on a Nigeria. Not come on here. You get the point. So For some reason, when I attempted to get into Imo State University, law work role, the VC then, my family friend, then Sifa, my friend gave me with theater arts. But then on I assure my mom after first year, na manche law. But if I can have like 3.5 na my GP, no get bugam law. From my GP I swept, or call 4 point something can win na my year one. But as I then, let me go stage pro. If I as I then is go one, if I the girl who's to no na stage, she's even on this comment section, Fiona. Yeah, I saw where she wrote something. So this comment section. We did a play then. We did a play then. Something I think it was reminiscent of the Sunita Yevada Raha days and something we did on stage. So I ended up kissing her on stage, and then like I had some pretty amazing experience in my year one. So I got the meeting in my VC's office. In a time you looking moving to a law department. 7 day you white and black. Not all possible because there was so much rigidity. Like in the law students, they were too rigid. But whereas in the theater, it dress like on Labata school, I drug say you're a thespian, I rap again age. You get the point. So there was so much flexibility.
Yeah.
There was so much flexibility as a
Like a
there
lot of
was so
freedom.
much freedom. There was so much freedom. Like basically 70% of our course were the practicals, just 30% for Kevin where just 30% for theory. So check I say I knew I'd be deceiving myself Nigerian law. You get the point. Till now, some of the people in secondary school with Patana say, so you didn't end up studying law. And I'm like, that ship has sailed. That ship is long.
Some people in the comment section, guys, it's a good theater art because of the privileges. There's a lot of work to be done, bro.
It's very expansive, but most people don't know. Apatana is talking at theater, but just stay down at table. Man, at theater, bro, just stay table. Anything entertainment, they encapsulated in a theater. Each branch into media house, each branch into fashion industry, each branch into technical set, lighting and all whatnot. You get the point. Each branch into music, each branch into management. All of them in a theater. You just have to pick a major. You get the point. So then I majored in performance. That was acting and dancing. That was what I did back then. But Cambia Baeza industry, and the acquiring challenging roles. After then, some lover boy and a playboy. I just told my. In fact, okay, funny enough, my mom always wanted me to major in directing, but then I just wanted to be a star. Like you understand? I just
Yeah,
I
you
don't
want
know
to
if you
be on
get
the
the point. I'm
screens,
not working fine boy, fine. What if fine boy mellow something? I'm not. I'm wrong. What's actually everybody now for the face.
Yeah.
No, man, I guess at some point. I think maturity and everything. You get the point. I think maturity.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't feel as much. You understand? I wanted to be challenged more. When I told my mom, I told her to major in directing. I was on set one day, NS to be boy saying, you shouldn't just be acting, you should be acting and directing. I was like, why? I'm not feeling
Direction
directing. I
as well,
said,
yeah.
okay, sir, it's going to be too daunting, too demanding. I was saying, no, but your brother is doing it. That's you, last born Uncle Pete. I was saying, but your brother is doing it and it works very well. If you have the mindset, you should. I didn't consider it at first, but then when I started, Jesus Christ, like, there's this, I don't mean to sound egoistic or anything, but being a director is basically like playing God. I'm telling you the gospel. You can give me a script, you have an idea, you have something hidden at the script. I look at the script, I feel I have a better idea and the earlier script to give. Do you understand? I basically give it a direction I want. It's basically like playing God. You can come on set and then you have.
So you are the one in charge of whatever
as a
and
director,
whatever you want it to be, and
way
that is
the
how it
movie is
goes.
going to go is up to me. Do you understand? You could give me a movie that the genre is comedy, and I could decide to along the line change it to maybe melodrama, drama, or tragedy. Do you understand? I've got that ability and I've got that creative license. You get the point. So basically, that's for me. I'm not about other people, but for me, the best part of filmmaking would being a director. You get the for movie industry, the most enjoyable part of the movie industry would being a director. You get the point. So it's been an amazing, I think 4 years now. It's been an
Journey.
amazing journey, and the rise has been sporadic. Man said legacy. I don't know about some people, but I compare him with some veteran filmmakers. I'm like, no, I'm a paro and then I'm getting joined with this industry. Like, all the director,
Yeah.
sometimes I feel, in all honesty, I've done some really good films, and then I feel like there are off your what a pedestal and I'm my movies there, but still, out of respect for veterans who have been there, on our what kind of farm carelessness, in there, well, on why you're because and then not buffet to go farm a belly. Do you understand? But then, with the new school, we're coming up and we're not looking back. We're relentless. Do you understand? We've got better cameras at our disposal. We've got better stories. We've got better equipment.
I
We've
think
got
so.
basically we've got better everything. But in all honesty, I'm on a lot of my my artist gave boom for this. I don't think we have better actors right now. We had better actors in the time of my mom and my
Wow.
and the rest of them. But Kita, most of the people now be a sino kafa actor Kita, they enter the industry out of desperation, or maybe for I don't know for whatever suits them best. But then on abune acting, some people they make it no the thing na merely. You understand? Even when they make it acting.
Is it the fault of the actors or the fact that the directors are not using them for the roles they are supposed to be
Every single
professionals
person is
in?
at fault, starting from the producer down to the actor. Every single person. Agabe, first of all, you see someone that wants to act. The person, maybe you're not really grounded, but then you know a certain producer. Achoro made the gender specific. Manakaina agagodu. You know a certain producer. Maybe because maybe because you feel they owe you favors. It got the
Shared with
producer.
caution.
Otinyegi no lo. And on any
Yeah.
mare MF the producer nyegi lead role. Just a director. Onya abo onye nkem. Or they can kele ha na chen go. Sorry, Leicester City na abo match. Or the producer, it's na film, say the director,
Yeah.
he or she has to play this role. And then you're not worthy of playing that
Yeah.
role. You don't fit into the character. But then the producer insists. And some directors, Makago, Abiakwenye, I don't know if you understand.
That's
That's a
another
very
thing.
crazy thing because a lot of filmmakers are hungry. Leave the hype. A lot of filmmakers are hungry. And then if you decide to be passionate about this industry, one boogie, certain times you have to bend. I don't know if you get the point. And then if you don't bend, they tag
Yeah.
you troublesome. When I was living in the East, I had a very bad reputation. I had a notorious reputation. Marketers if I if she go play lead role, she go do this, so I'm more feeling that really feature a man. Come and drop our logo. So because of that, marketers refused working with me because for feeling and then subu. Ma potassium you run and card left him shoot him like that. I hate him that free shoot him like that. Or brom can I be about that nonsense. Whatever is worth doing well. Do you understand? And
What's doing
there's
well? It's
something my
true.
mom
It's true.
back in the days just saying treat every job you accept like it's your last, no matter how much I will get. Abu go to pittance because I told the
It's
rogue
true.
when he says be a I don't know if you understand the point. So,
It's true.
and you don't know who's going to see that job tomorrow and be like, I love the directives of this. I like the directorial of this film. I like the picture. I like the direction. I love the. I don't know if you understand. An investor could see the film tomorrow, no matter how small the film is, and be like, on your directive film, I know on my phone, man.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So she always
Exactly.
advised me treat every job like it's your last. You don't know who's going to see it. So imagine mechanic one more, look one more goal, and I saying shoot them like that. I mean, you didn't come out one day. You have to shoot it for me because I paid you for it. To shoot it the way I want to. Wait till the lama way that day. Even I mean a day,
Why?
a Bayview Hotel Kogeni back in the days. Like I mean, it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to get it right. I don't know that most of the film I never hear of guerrilla filmmaking because we don't have the luxury of wrecking
The
locations,
luxury of
building
time
time
and
logistics, building
logistics.
sets and everything. So basically, all guerrilla filmmaking,
It's true.
shooting on the
It's true.
fly. And only a producer and I see shoot them for me like that. Actually, in the film, they bad or say, "Okwa director shoot to me on what a former." No one go so way. I don't know if you get the point. So, like I said, everybody's at fault. But if we want to change it, it has to start from every individual accepting that they can do better. There are certain jobs you come with some scripts I won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Next script, and your man know a bad story. Man, a production company changing the film, go a bad production company. I'm going to end up having misunderstanding with them on set. And then if I demand for certain things, farmer, like if there are certain stories that way, I'll just avoid it. There are certain artists that will go, I'm not fan I'll avoid them. Or when I come on set, first day on set, I have a discussion
Wow.
with you, Kaiba. I don't care all the movies you've been doing before. I don't care how big you're in the industry, but then this is my directive. Do you understand? This is my idea for the film. I'm going to incorporate yours if it works for me, but if it doesn't work for me, it's not going to work. So it's either you leave the set or I leave the set. It's that simple. You understand? Or borrow or so if we're going to change it, we'll have to do better. Actors have to do better. That you were lucky to get a lead role in one movie doesn't make you a good actor. Do you understand? Maybe lucky, a producer, maybe I cannot like it. Lead role. I mean, Ronnie be a good actor. So you always have to challenge yourself. Do better. Take acting classes. Do you understand? Do better. Challenge yourself. Try to fix yourself in
Yeah, that's
different
so true.
characters. You understand? To do better. as a director, you teach yourself. I mean, it's very easy to learn filmmaking these days. You go on YouTube, every single thing you want to know is there. I basically learned filmmaking off of YouTube. I basically learned filmmaking off of. I
Taking good use of social
basically,
media. That's another thing. I think we need to
that's
echo
the
it
thing.
more. You can do a lot with
Dude,
social
I have
media.
some pages I follow basically all night. I'm up studying. What am I studying? I have filmmaking pages I follow on YouTube. I'm subscribed to. Do you understand? Like, I learn new things every day. I learn new things. If you talk about tomorrow filmmakers, you talk about film riots, you talk about like a whole lot of pages, but every day they're teaching you new things. Even if you want to film on a budget, they teach you a couple of hacks that you can use to film on a budget, and then you're making really good movies.
Camera
Do you
actions and
understand?
a lot of things,
But I know a
angles
lot
as
of
well.
directors, because Femesi go certain movies, but hits back in the days. Chazona filmmaking a change go. Even a filmmaking the dynamic, like it's and with this fluidity in AC. If I walk with them, I'm walk because after all, brothers analog camera KJS.
It's true.
I don't know if you get the point.
It's
So
true.
certain
It's
things
true.
have changed, but some of
It's
them are
true.
so grounded in the old ways. Yeah, but you put certain things now as a filmmaker. Signal say no a taboo. Now rule of filmmaking, you don't do farm rules are meant to be broken if you can defend it.
I'm telling
I don't know
you.
if you
I'm telling you.
understand.
It's all about. Yeah. I understand. As much as I would love you to go on and on because clearly you have to go that he knows his onions in
Mama
this game.
Rozobul again.
It's just all over you. If me feel that, I don't say I feel anymore. But
No,
it may
no, no,
follow you.
following you. If I
What
feel
I go?
them.
Yes. So I'd like us to bring it home
Yeah,
a little bit. Talking about our community Onitsha. First of, I'm with a team of youthful population and with a lot of young people
yeah.
on Onitsha naturally venture into movies and all these things. Are there opportunities for them? Because most of them join this live session because we are bringing a superstar like you, so they want to know how can they do that? Is there possibility for them? Are there opportunities for them? How can they integrate into the system and probably be in the part of your next shoot?
There's opportunities. There's always opportunities. I won't lie. There's always 5-0. Let's just sit in that one. There's always opportunities. But if I say it's easy,
Wow.
then I set up. If I say it's easy, now set up. It's even more difficult to join the industry now than it was to join the industry when my mom found compete for the young. It's difficult now because a lot of things in the industry are based on merits. You get the point. But then the industry was still budding. They were trying to grow the industry. A lot of them then were broadcasters and stage actors, radio actors. A lot of the people made film then were broadcasters, stage actors, radio actors. So they were ground in that field already, found with the basic knowledge. Unlike it's a way we say people now buying based on desperation on a friend was a choice. And then the powers that be supposedly are there in Yelaka. You understand? Double one care for that second be assault to double one and second yip pants or if I be all. I don't know if you get the point. So I won't lie if I say like I said if I tell you it's going to be easy, then I set up man easy. But I want to kick so and what talents because talent are these days no matter what till tomorrow, no matter how long it takes. If you're talented, don't have the one or the capable one day I got fully. You get the point. Reach out to directors. Reach out to, I know how many people now send in DMs, and I know I don't reply DMs as swift as people would like, but once in a while I take out time to reply everything. And then people actually send me monologues and stuff. I'm on people send go monologues and reach it out to them. I want a personal relationship get that. Based that like if I'm opportune, I put them in movies, I refer them to some other colleagues of mine. Or screen just like screen. I have a lot of screenwriters, but it put some more flyers that I needed scripts, and then they sent me pilots, and I was wowed. And now we work together, we work hand in glove. So, most important thing is to reach out. Instead of get jail audition, well, there's still an advantage in that, but a disadvantage, because a lot of people now tell for Bambo jail audition, MSF peak and Dinkefa. I don't know if you get the point. So, on where we see,
Yeah.
but don't give up. Keep bugging directors. Keep bugging producers. Sometimes you don't have a choice. One of my colleagues, she's an actress and a producer. I want to film watching so we went for the audition the other day. So Camden reviewed the audition. I joined the audition. So I was reviewing the audition tips when we had a meeting. So one lady, one lady Potano. So when I say this girl don't disturb me, blah blah blah. I go just give him the role. Make sure. I don't say this girl looks familiar. Wafia. Or some I think that's the name. I check out the list. I'll laugh at the girl and see because the truth is, on your name, send them. Even if I don't reply, I have an eidetic memory. I don't forget names. I don't forget faces. Do you understand? So
Mm.
send number this son Nadia send the
Yeah.
message. May my phone or bono the handle. You get the point. So we've not shot the movie, but the girl I know
Mm.
what a good diolo. Out of the fact no need disturb the producer. You
Exactly.
can go the
Have to be
producer said,
consistent.
can you carry this girl
Mm-hmm.
or send number when you are and check if you're below your man. I now said yes, let's give her the
Mm-hmm.
job. Be consistent. Because and make use of every good opportunity you're given. Man, you opportunity to give a feature in the movie. Be a warm man. Man, gozo. You get but that's the truth.
That's very true. That's very true.
Again.
That's
I
very
want
true.
if you're given an
That's very
opportunity,
true.
try to make the most of it.
Yes.
If okay, before I roll cam or before you come on set and you feel like you're jittery or you're nervous and you're not sure, you can reach out to me and say my challenge is in anyway, and I tell you what and what to do. My name will alone like on one day name Makwande, but I maybe go job for how long have you been acting? I say 5 years or MF Munka, men can no can maybe so made that one. Abeza new camera on yele. Do you understand? All those kind of people, I don't get to work with them twice.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know you just keep bugging producers and directors. And when you're given the opportunity, keep bugging them. Tell them what do you
So
expect. Do you understand what I'm saying?
and then show them what you can
Show
do.
them what you
Una
and,
no
then,
go,
and ask them
una no go.
also. Ask
Show
them
your
also
work.
what you expect. I have a lot of actors that when I am on set with them before Pharaoh I will look at my fasting. D, what's your idea of this character? Keki Suechoya. How do you want it? I don't know if you understand. Don't just come and try to
Mm.
impose yourself, especially
Mm-hmm.
when you're
Mm-hmm.
a newbie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Learn.
Learn,
But the most
learn,
important thing, if any
learn. I
nice,
totally
be
understand you.
relentless.
Yeah.
Disturb us. We will complain, but
Mm-hmm.
as filmmakers, we don't have a choice because I had a message for question. Upload a proper audition and then on merit and you get the role. What go for your part in the
Mm-hmm.
movie. Then if you're
Time and
disturbing me, where right
yeah.
you way. But now we don't. I don't know whether to call it luxury, but now we don't do that anymore. A lot of my colleagues now they are audition now, but they select and
Mm-hmm.
not just select. Never conditions for. You understand? Men can't many all those things ain't worries. So now I'm telling people that want to join the industry, just stop producers. You have earned the right. Since you've decided to be
Mm-hmm.
asses, you understand? You guys have to be
Yeah.
asses as well. I don't know if you get the but that's the truth now. Don't
Don't
give
give
up.
up.
I
Don't
was
give up.
asking everybody
Yes,
in
yes,
Aqualan at this country, you understand?
yes.
Can you call it up? But yeah, Allah, don't give up. They stop producers, they stop directors. If one lead
Good.
jam one time,
Yeah.
agent blink or AJ go ife. The girl saying I've been following you, I've been sending you messages that blah 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 blah. I don't know blink that day. Instead of mama on you. Or send me just blah 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 blah. Let's say check it. By the time we check it, them must not send the go look my can find out where monologues. When we wanted to shoot a movie, Kezefa, I was the roommate, so the Manchester was for the movie. I called the girl for the job. The producer checked out the girl. We gave her go ahead. She did the movie. I'm not film there far. But if they found out when
Beautiful.
you're accustomed now, or accustomed now,
Beautiful.
blink can't you go if another supermarket. I was embarrassed to swear rush
Mm-hmm.
him. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I love your movies. I'm a fan. I'm this and that and blah 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 blah. Not sending a mama on you, but I'm not for this lady. And I'm not no
Mm.
roommate with the name of the movie, but she got the job. Do you understand? So
Because she was consistent, she sent the monologue. She
be
did, in
be
fact, she did her
relentless.
homework. That's the summary
Put
of
a
the whole
front
thing.
foot, put a foot forward. Be relentless. Don't give up. Because this is had the right to other work. I got work for audition. Man, I'm mad on
Mm-hmm.
me pick actors merit. Let's be honest. How many
From
producers and
auditions.
directors do that? A lot of us are corrupt. A lot of us are corrupt. So disturb us. You people have earned that right. Disturb filmmakers.
So if you guys are not going in, if you're in the comment section and you're joining us live, don't forget this is still Okwuonicha and this is still Mr. Valentine Great Edochie, the son of the renowned Nollywood veteran Rita Edochie. So guys, because the IPN the topic, the role of movie making and telling on its stories. So the next session I got by Ekitab is in depthly into Imago or try to see where sell on it to the world through
Yeah.
filmmaking. And if you have questions, you can also put it there on the comment section. And anyway, something I omitted before, but maybe towards the end, which is to ask you about your mom, but we'll do that to I mess the live
Into
interview and all
wardrobe.
that. So we want to delve back into telling Onitsha stories for real. Imago, Onitsha is a town, is a community with a lot of
A
interesting
lot.
stories. So anyway, lots of stories. So first off, um why are we not telling these stories? I think we need to start from there.
Yeah.
Why don't we have enough stories based on its culture, traditions, and all that?
Because like I told you, I had a notorious when I was in a some I say it as it is. The reason a filmmaking did dead in Onitsha and we're not telling our stories because the powers that be supposedly are there in Yelaka. Father in Yelaka at all. I remember back
Wow.
then, or they got Tegaka, but I think maybe 5-6 years back, I can't remember. My mom was a story on the sojourn of Onitsha from Ubu where Badata. Oto Onitsha where Gallo from was the life where Banya Bini setting like
Bini.
Bini
Yes.
Bini
Okay.
abroad in the
Let's.
first place, but most
Yes.
people
Yes.
are Maro. Bini Abata, Bini Abata.
Yes. Yes.
Do you
It's true.
understand? Where Amazon more life, and Cheta
It's
was a
true.
bank fast where pota. Posen na Bini, no san canon na Bini, Badata na Bilimle, Kevin at where Saba, Onitsha, Ubu, the rest of them, a quarter Kabandi
Asaba. Since
Galakaba.
Asaba. Yes.
Exactly,
Yes.
Galakura Kabaka. Well, funny enough, even my village proper involved in that Onitsha story. Because it was that name Kevana where the name Nebisi bụ onye nteje warrior nya bụ onye nyela aka kpọfe ndị Onitsha oge ndị gala na-ekwere ka ndị Onitsha gafe ebibi. Do you understand? The story is very deep. My
Wow.
mom had a very
Wow.
like it was an
Wow.
in-depth story then. Owele awegala achebe. Story about in a table achebe for like how long? It played the politics. I don't show no kuno on cover. Highest adamoro and but it's okay. There was a match that was, but
Now
that's the
you're for.
truth. You get the point
Yes,
because
that's
they
the
are not
truth.
helping
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. That is why it's
Ndị okenye
unboxed. Just
kwesịrị na-enyela
unbox
anyị aka dị
everything.
enyela anyị aka. Enwe one other Manchester was rank ya na ife Obiva. Now Bonnie it played politics with the thing because I think I can't explain what happened, but after the story was the script itself, not just the story, a complete script was on the desk of DOB for 2 years. After 2 years, once the Balon Bajeba, Siva return on the script, and yeah, script, Wale Anata. I don't know if you get the point. So the powers that be don't want to help. You're telling me that any story on Onitsha Keta na Jobi endorse Obi any
2
droge with
years.
the 1 naira. Endorse this story. Nyala ya ka push way to certain people. Glow na sponsor fala. Igwa na chi shoot story on Onitsha na Glow man we te go tinye nya shoot way ko wani ne kilie. All we need is your endorsement as the Obi of Onitsha. That's all we need. Your endorsement, Ogo. Manome alelaru. You get the point. Forgetting that sometimes cultural retention can come through movies and entertainment, or also painting and arts and the rest of them.
It's
You get.
always like that.
I tell people
It's
a lot
true.
of the
It's true.
bastardization of culture was stable from Nollywood films. You see, bastard na bondiocha
It's true.
they come like a culture and found funny name for what they see nani. Or even some of us, because a lot of us now my set kita generation na kita our culture and forma. Because of the kind of movies we saw growing up, some of them. I don't know if you get the point, but if someone who is grounded in culture like the Obi of one a story, push way forward to certain people as sponsor you one enough for Maloma Onitsha, and yeah, man, on the diaspora. Don't you think it's a big deal? Don't you think it's more ways to
I
set
think
Onitsha
it's
on the
kind of a
map?
massive.
I don't know if you understand. But then, like I said, the powers that be are there in Yalaka, and Imana Onitsha.
Any particular reason? What do you think there's any particular reason why the story was rejected or
Open a
such
story they
project was
rejected
cancelled?
Odiche. Open not rejected Odiche. No, I'll get back to you. 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 I'll go get my mom GK Juego as an exam on the script. But there was politics involved. It's been a while now, so I can't remember what happened. But I remember there was politics involved because there was another man in the picture. Bona all the man at Chobuka, the story see through him Webia or some. They were just in my politics in Nigeria. Just to try to say
Wow.
that there was politics involved. Matter there was politics involved. I don't know if you understand.
I would like to have your mom. I would like to have your mom one of these days in this live session so that we can actually
I
talk
want
about this
to
thing.
just
Because we like following
yeah, try
stories
and
up.
reach out to her. Try and reach out to him and Ibisa and Ibisa. More of Lagos can be now Bonnie Chakobi. So it was one day try and reach out
Okay.
to her. Try and reach out to her. But it was really hurtful
We
then
will.
because
Because Ichima, why?
Ichima
Yeah.
so no, it's okay. Ichima what?
No, Ichima, what exactly transpired, and if possible, how do we bring this thing back? Because I know that's the reason why we're
I'm
doing this.
telling you.
How do we get these stories back on track,
Because
and how
we
do we
need
get
it.
it educated?
Because we actually need it. Oburonjo na make movie about the history of Onitsha. Wale atinye na cinema. Ndị ọzọ na make ba no media men can. You get the
I'm
point.
telling you.
You get
I'm
the
telling
point.
you.
And I'm sure we have a lot of people in diaspora that can even involve film houses from outside the country and Yella can make it much of a big like a bigger deal than
And
we
they will
expect.
fund.
You
It's
get the
true.
point. But then, like I said, the powers that be in Yella mana well, Begin a moment, but
Anyway, another thing is that okay, that's what we talked about. Is the movie aspect. What about documentaries? Imago documentaries of Ichiozo,
yeah.
Igbodo, Taisi Numuyanwunya, and the rest of them. Is there any particular reason why till now we have a lot of Abros also Okwuonicha in the movie
Mm,
filmmaking industry? We have a couple of you guys like very doing
yeah.
amazingly well. So why haven't we had a documentary concerning this till now? Like any
No,
particular
I
reason?
don't. For okay, for me, I'm not Makandi also, but for me, yeah, in my own one thing, I don't know how to explain this now, but for the facts now, all the while, because I'm not going to lie to you, the history of Onitsha, bro, the only movie my mom tried, you push Basalo Onitsha. My mom has been very verbal about Ife
Mm,
Basalo Onitsha a lot. If you follow her up, you will know that my mom born Onitsha. My mom does not joke with Onitsha. Do you understand? I know how much she's trying to put the narrative of producers as well from Onitsha to come back and start producing movies in Onitsha, help to develop Onitsha, blah 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 blah. But then it seems like people are imana akwasi na mara other boys and a beer. If one other atonanya, a lot of our filmmakers are more content going outside to develop other people's states and other people's cultures than staying back to develop our own. And my mom agbagide gombo aketa ikana agozia obrozo nwata. Okay, yeah, there goes so obrozo gobuno na push this narrative or they can worry and and it's sad that there's the way there's
then we
the but
have
that's
you.
but
Then we
that's
have
something I want
you.
to say. It's sad that the way the mind functions. If I've seen someone before me
Yeah,
trying all these things and it's not working, I mean, it's kind of daunting. I don't know if you get where I'm coming from. If someone with the kind of reach my
yeah.
mom way, I'll try to go certain things like this, name meets blockade. What more me? Like I feel like Obuna when she was like okay, I don't know how to explain it yet, but I'm not so
The, what would like to take out, from this all our interviews in a box with Okwuonicha is that we'd like, taking action steps. So now you've raised this issue, and then it's something that is also pertinent to us because we understand the intricacies, like the things entails in the storytelling
yeah.
process. Can we work together on developing something? Can we? Is it possible? Is there a
No,
possibility? Can we reach out to our audience to get people that are interested in the story? Let's just have a
of course.
documentary. It can be like 45 minutes documentary of Ichiozo or Igbodo or something that we can
You
put
know
on YouTube.
the crazy
So
thing
people
is
will be part of it.
I have a lot of friends and family in Onitsha that we've been talking about this for. In fact, my brother Nemeka Nweje were blueprints on how blueprints on how Onitsha was supposed to be put on the map for with entertainment and all whatnot. When I say blueprint, I mean incomplete blueprint. But then investors were the main thing because over the day when investors, some of these things they cost money. And they're going to go as an individual way. So sometimes you put certain projects by the side, you know, okay, I'm access certain amounts of money before you can push it forward. You get the point. HTM back then, there was this Christmas, Nemeka had a complete blueprint then of how we wanted to reach or rather we, because it was supposed to be a collective effort, wanted to reach the youths of Onitsha, like making them realize that there's more to just being an indigenous of Onitsha. Then if I want to go compile a list of entertainers in the Onitsha, more self in the industry, we find that out I'm already as much as he did. I was shocked when he was calling
I'm
certain
telling
people,
you.
my musicians, Bundi Onitsha. I was like, what? How? I'm telling you, I was shocked.
So we need
Yes.
to work. If we're gonna, there's a lot on our tables that we need to do. If we go like I love the conversation and the angle that is going. And if we're gonna, there's a lot on our tables as the young people to preserve our culture and tradition. So the reason why I'm saying this is not just to you alone, to also all the people joining us on the live stream. We need to work. So we have you as a producer, and it's also a very a talented director. Let us come together and see how we can start doing this thing
The
together.
documentary, the first thing I believe we should do is just to gather a team. I can offer a documentary on Onitsha, Ichiozo and the rest of them, Ovala, all those things. Any be made documentary. Cultural heritage, cultural heritage in the Onitsha,
No
Maka.
maka.
Do you
Yes.
understand? So, documentary,
Aye.
like you
No
said,
maka.
first things first, documentary, like you said, like 4 to 5 minutes, 50 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. It's something we'll need to
Very short.
just gather a team and look into it. Gather a team and look into it. I wanna run the band interested. Just we'll reach out to them. Like you said, I knew I was in at the forefront getter.
We're,
So
we're definitely, thank God my producer is also here. So he would also be part of the people and Yoruba to put up the project together. We will, like I'm telling you, if Aturam Kobule, if I know, we are here and we are eager and anticipating. Somebody in the comment section, Mr. Zuare, was talking about that we own the future right now, and I think that is very, very key. You know, we are the young people. I expect you,
Okay,
I don't want to call names, but in a certain generation, I expect you to exactly. Let's do this ourselves. We didn't have to take permission from anybody to open a platform like this and to reach out to someone like you. So, Imaro, that's the beauty of social media is that it breaks all barriers. That barrier will break. You go. Let's come together and see how we can start sharing these stories. It wouldn't be bad in 10 years' time. This link. This is a project I did about Okwuonicha, and it was this is me.
Okay, and you look, why can you fix our culture? Because bastardization of culture is such a thing. It was something I studied then in school. My question that my thesis on it then at school. My culture misappropriation of culture that was the thesis I wrote in my final year.
I'm telling you.
Misappropriation of culture through film industry. I need the documentary because at the end of the day, if a film may be documentary in a fix it, that's just the truth. Because in a film with a lot of imagination. Like if you go to film over there, they're based on a true life story. 50% imagination, 50% fiction. If you go to film, they're based on a true life story. Do you understand? Because true life stories sometimes can be bland. You get the point. But then when you want to sell this to an audience, you have to add tidbits, bits and pieces to make them interesting. I don't even understand what I'm saying. So the way to fix these things, bro,
anyway, the good thing is that a lot of people are on the comment section saying that we have investors and then that they are willing to join in. So, bro, are you open for this partnership? Because we are already geared up. A lot of people are saying that they are interested in this.
Yeah, fam, as long as we have people who are willing to invest in this. I mean, I can't go no women, man. Culture, but that's the truth. Now, culture, if I'm culture, show it to the world. I mean, when you're seeing a map, it's more than just a hub of business. People need to understand it's more than just a hub of business.
And that brings me to my next question to you. Now, I like what you just said now. Onitsha is not just a hub of business. Anyway, very big issue. I'm going to take it slowly. Go ahead and explain it, this question. Now, when you meet outsiders now around Onitsha, the first impression they have about Onitsha will main market. Okwuonicha. I'm telling you, if I'm lying, you can fall back on me.
I mean, it's the largest market in West Africa. So
yeah, but that takes away a lot of other things because now they don't see Onitsha for the likes of Nnamdi Azikiwe. They don't see Onitsha for the likes of people like your mom, who's a Nollywood veteran. They don't see Onitsha for Chiko Obi. They don't see Onitsha for Opa Biasika or Asasika or some of Onitsha or Chike. A lot of people are around Chike Nagwegu, Bull of the Bullets. It's from Onitsha. How do we try to re-engineer, rebrand Onitsha to become that idealistic city that we want it to be, which is a town of intellectuals and not just people not in the market. Ne laughing at I got boss here and then on Okwuonicha na phone and then on a bridgehead market now. How do we re-engineer this process? You're a movie director, you're a producer, so I think you're the best person.
Yeah. There's all platform, but first things first. Some of those Onitsha indigents go certain levels. Then one identity crisis. How many of them not identify with Onitsha? First things first. No, let's be. Can I get in here?
Don't break that table. Don't break that table.
But that's the truth.
A lot of people are this table.
Someone on Onitsha or Iso on it. Or just Iso on it. Onitsha Kanabo. You go to Lagos. Mebo Foma. It has all your roots. Enough form is a Lagos boy. Lagos boy, the odd down neighbor Sebeke Gabaga. I don't know if you get the point. That's why I said a lot of them were identity crisis. Because if you're in Lagos and you go to the platform as an entertainer, it has all your roots. All the very wrong. So first things first, can those people who reach you go that place identify with Onitsha first? Identify. People need to know. Identify. As in people, I am not ashamed to tell people now about Onitsha. I am not anywhere I go. Like anywhere I go, AJ where malum. Anywhere I go, AJ where malum. I'm proud. I try letting everybody know I'm Onitsha born and bred. Rapo you boy, my man in Kwaketa Sina Onitsha. Ma ada Joko no Onitsha, ada so Onitsha. That's a blatant lie. Onitsha when a lot
Listen,
Onitsha
I'm
doesn't just have
telling you.
educators. Onitsha when a lot of educated people like Jesus. Na woba biana nambra woba doctors and woba professional courses. And the Onitsha bonde casino. Ndi Onitsha kasi because the average Onitsha woman kita na choka boy and ne doctor, ne lawyer, ne father. That's the average
It's
Onitsha
true.
woman.
It's
So
true.
oge le rapia
It's
le
true.
everything. Miabulu no nwe aglo Man, but then so sometimes
I'm
when I'm
telling you.
outside, sometimes when I speak and people ask me where did you guys I said that I'm on Onitsha born and bred. They're like, how? You don't sound like you grew up on Onitsha. Meaning what? Meaning what?
I'm
What do you
telling you,
mean you
like,
don't sound
what
like
do
you grew up
you
on?
mean?
Meaning
What
what?
do you
Meaning
mean?
how? How? How many of them have you interacted with?
It's
Meaning what?
painful.
Also, you don't sound like you grew up in Onitsha. Basically, I want any of my friends or acquaintances money I go call you if we are oku, people outside, I'm on that feeling. You don't sound like you grew up in Onitsha because when they feel I had a guauko, I know guauko. Chico be a bit close. I know guauko in there.
I'm out of more.
I know
I'm out of.
guauko in there. Like we're well Onitsha. I know, but people don't know. You get the point. So the thing is, we're
You're
well
well
read.
read,
So
very
the thing
educated.
is, we the go opportune to reach a certain level, a certain pedestal. Identify first. The person in there, me feel any boy Onitsha. But to now, this guy, some of them are in zone. I don't get. Identify. It's a big deal. It's a big Onitsha Okwifo. Onitsha indigenes were such blue blood. Onitsha were very proud heritage. Onitsha indigenes were such blue blood. Like it was said very proud of your the history or the ancestry of Onitsha. It was said proud. I don't know if you get the point.
It's
So like
true.
I said that one. Then when it comes
It's true.
to we as filmmakers, we can change that narrative. Like I just say in the way, but people there before, with all due respect to their crafts and their platforms and everything, my name a lot of cultural misappropriation or bastardization of culture. A lot. Showing the because some of them just tell stories. They don't research. In Anya, Ikile Hollywood films, any film that has to talk about a particular locale or a setting or something, it's a or they can know you won't because if I'm waiting a disclaimer. Working at this thing, the fictitious, it doesn't represent these people, the image doesn't, it doesn't mean to diminish these people's image or blah 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 blah. I don't know if you get the points. That's if they want to talk about a particular maybe history or locale, or I don't know if you get the point. That's one thing we didn't do back in the days. So a lot of people for some of our movies feel Otua Akodi. I don't know if you get the point. But me as a filmmaker now, if I want to shoot
You're making a very,
yeah,
very
that's the
important
thing.
point. Yeah,
Me as a
continue.
filmmaker, now,
Continue.
if I want to shoot a movie, Barcelona, it's a culture. If I don't get the facts 100%, I will endeavor to make people understand that the likeness and image of this product is not, it's fictitious. It's the writer's the imagination and the director's creative license. But then when I am certain of what I am doing, I try to tell people, make people understand that it is an eye-opener. And what I am putting here in this movie is factual. I don't know if you get the points. So the thing is, we need to use pictures. We need to use
That's
our
so
motion
profound.
pictures to fix
That's so
it. And
profound.
that's why I said the best thing
That's
with
so
documentary.
profound.
The best thing with documentary. By the time we start doing documentaries and start putting it out there, you get the points. Then people will start realizing there's more to this than what they were told. And from documentaries, we can delve into movies. We can delve into movies that talk about the cultural heritage, delve into movies that talk about figures, shoot biopics, because can't keep on until now we shoot biopic where they can Chico
Biopics.
be Mobo Azikiwe.
Chinua
But I
Achebe.
don't know if you get the point. And with lots of
Yeah.
content. But most important thing, I go from documentaries. I go from documentaries, go sell a
It's
rich
true.
cultural heritage. Then I see about buying a biopics, from buying a movies. But all the content are there. All the write history. We can. Ndị bịa before us, mana fair material
Okay.
but we can.
We can. Okay, guys, we are running short of the brevity of our time is really really low. So Biko, the one of the questions in take before you leave because you're a very very busy person, and Boo, somebody is asking that was that's Achike Dr. Chai Amagweze. Yes, he's asking, and were any association for movie makers or people not in the entertainment industry, Bundi Onitsha? And anything like that on
I'm
ground
sorry,
or good name,
repeat,
is there
Kenny. Sorry.
any plan for something like that?
Repeat the question. I didn't get that. Repeat the
Okay,
question.
and were any association for Ndi Onitsha into the movie and entertainment industry currently, and we're planned for something like that to come up anytime soon. Because I think
Not
that's the
to,
first place we can start, having
That's,
conversations about things
I'm
like
telling you the
this.
gospel, not to my knowledge, Joe. I can go my mom, Joe, but I don't think so. And that's sad. I don't think so. Oduromka. Wow.
So
I'm not
Anyawera,
certain.
okay.
I told people I am well because I'm somewhat of a lone ranger. You get the point. Now I break out and then I start doing stuff my own way. So let me not just jump the gun and say Nenwero. We call Nenwero, but I'm not part of it. Do you understand? That's why I said I
Okay.
can join my mom.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
message you. I'll confirm from her and let you
Okay.
know.
Okay. Please do. Please do, because I get him and we go and we for Onitsha lawyers and Onitsha doctors and Onitsha
Okay.
engineers. So I think also it's important that we set up a
Yeah,
platform like
for
this.
entertainers from Onitsha. Yeah, we should.
Yes.
We should.
Okay. Before we leave you to go, I have a lot of other questions, man. Because of our time, I'm gonna I take it because we have, like I said before, we have other interviews after
Yeah.
this one. What's the process? How do we start planning for a documentary? Like I said before, and when people not on ground, Sigo Nafaga fund, and I'm not, if you put it out using a platform, a lot of other people might be interested. What are the key things you feel that we need to start doing? How do we
The
start
first
working
thing
towards
Boris
it?
said, just create a group. In my secretary, just create a group. When did you go interested? Do you understand? Create a group. We're going to come together, put minds together, rub minds together, and everything. But not
Mm-hmm.
research with the first and foremost. You need to certain research. What is given,
Okay.
what is allowed, what we can do, blah 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 blah. Then get someone that is going to be able to curate it and produce it. Most of the time, I gotta go to a team. You get the point. Create a platform where I can
Mm.
meet with other people that are interested. We get acquainted and everything, and then from there we'll pick up.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
very
you so much.
welcome,
So
fam.
I'm very sure, guys. I'm in taking all the questions at the comment section. I hope we've done justice to
Jenny,
some of them. I'm so
Mazos in
sorry.
the Association of
We're
Onitsha
not able to take
Storytellers.
all. I think it's a nice idea. I think it's a nice idea. Because I got run out of anytime soon. Because and when it come further questions in for him, you can Imago is a very busy guy. He's already written all over him, very highly engaged. Imago. So reach out to us. We can get his attention, and we'll definitely reach out to you too. Mana Abulu, for the takeaway from this interview, which is one thing I named Unbox with Okwuonicha, is that we are going to set up a platform where we can now start
Yeah, we have to.
thinking about how to do a documentary, on it, about stories
Yeah,
around
yeah.
Onitsha. Biko, Dalurine, thank you so much
All
for
right, fam.
joining. I really want to appreciate you for the time, for the opportunity. And this is not just going to be like you are helping us to bring your mom, because I take what happened and that script. And if possible, how do we get it back and throw it out open to more people that will be interested? Thank you so kindly. And for the people joining, we are not deleting this. It's still going to be in our comment section, in the IGTV session. So if you want to go through it, you can go through it at your leisure time. Just go through it. Thank you so much, everyone that joined. I can't say the names. We have a lot of people already lined up. Thank you, Chigu Gozeon. Don't forget, we are still back up here by 6:30 with Bobby Pazzo, and by 8:30 with Damalweze, or vice versa. I don't know who's coming in first, but don't forget, Biko Bifina, Igwarazia, Obo your mom. Obuli Olasi. Olasi Yenyi. Oh, okay. Olasi. Ndi Obuli Olasi unafugo nye now. I don't know. Every good thing in Onitsha seems to pipe towards Obuli Olasi, Obuli Eke. Amaram. But to demystify it. Don't forget, guys, it was a very wonderful time with Great Valentine Edochie, the son of one of the best Hollywood veterans, Hollywood veterans ever, which is Rita Edochie. She's still alive and she's doing a lot of other projects. So kindly check out her page as well, and also follow him. Check out his page as well. I am still Joshua Agosiobo, and don't go nowhere. We're still back here in 2 hours time. Thank you so much. Have a nice, very wonderful evening.